Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to wire in the fuel pressure control module system that we sell on the website. I'm going to add a few parts to it, but you'll have basically 3 sections to it. This is your low pressure fuel sensor wiring. This goes to your fuel line from your engine. This monitors your fuel pressure. So that gets pinned in. You got your fuel pressure control module connector with your wires. So this video is going to show you how to pin this in. It's pretty easy. And then this is another option. This is our fuel pump harness. So we make these, I'm not sure what these are, 10 or 12 feet long. I'll put them on the website what the actual length is. But this will plug into your GM fuel pump, and it'll run your fuel pump, and it has your fuel sender wires in there. So you can use your GM fuel sender, which I highly recommend because they're very accurate and well made. So let's get started. So you'll have your harness. Again, it doesn't matter who makes it. It's just these all go in the same spots. So you're going to find connector X1. Your ECU will have 3 connections. And you're looking for the one with the blue face. You got that. And then these, you can see you have a black face and a gray face. We're not worried about any other connector. We're just worried about X1. Step 1, get a knife or a pick, and you're going to pull this blue face. You're going to just unlock it a bit. You'll feel the detent. So now it's higher. Now it's easy to pin this in. Let's go ahead and start with your low pressure fuel sensor. So cut the tape here. All right. And you have 3 wires. Blue is fuel signal, black is ground reference, and red is 5-volt reference. All right, so starting at this back corner of your connector, it is marked and it'll say spot 1 right here. But what you're looking at is you're going to make sure the wires look the same. You got a heavy 12 gauge, top left. So we're going to start here. Spot 2 is your fuel signal. All right, so we got that. Next is low reference. That's in spot 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when you pin this in, these terminals are directional. The opening part always goes to the outside of the connector. It won't pin in the other way. So you got a 50-50 shot. All right. Okay, and you feel it click. And then spot 10 will be a 5-volt reference spot. And you're done. Your fuel, low pressure fuel is wired in. Then you just double check, spot 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are in the correct spots for this to work. So that's step 1 is done. Next, you'll grab this part from us, and we're going to pin in, all you got to pin in is CAN bus and fuel signal, okay? The CAN bus, you already have your CAN bus wired in here, but that is a different network. So anyways, we're going to go to the other side of the connector. This is where we just did the sensor. You're going to rotate it. Now we're on the outside edge. This last spot is spot 72. This spot in the corner here is spot 53. Again, I don't even need you guys to know exactly the spots. We're just going to go and look at the current wires. This will go into CAN high, go into spot 36. So I'm going to just kind of get it started. So this second row here starts at 33, then green's 34, 35, 36. All right, so I'm going to push that in, clicks. And this is CAN low, and this is in spot 37. And then you'll have an opening, a free hole, and then you'll have your CAN bus network for your ECU and transmission. That opening right there would be your fuel composition sensor. It's like E85. That's what could go there. but that's exactly how it should look like. So you get your CAN bus wired in. On the same row, right here, you're going to find your fuel pump wire. And it's going to be 2 spots away from the service engine soon wire, which is going to be brown-white. And on trucks, fuel sensor is gray. On cars, it will be green for whatever magical reason. What I'm going to do, I need to depin it. I'm just going to pull that off. Find your fuel sensor wire. Now wiggle it to see what terminal is moving. Am I seeing it moving? Yep, it's this one. I'll put my blade and lightly pull away the tang. And look, and then I pull that out. Before I pull it all the way out, I'm gonna grab my other wire and make sure I put it in the same spot. Again, you'll have a spot right next. This you have your check engine, then it'll be filled next to it, and then you got your fuel pump. All right, and then you want to look here. Make sure your terminals look all flush. If it's a little rotated, that's fine. This will fix it. When you snap it in, it aligns everything. All right, so the hard part's done. That really wasn't even that hard. All we have left now, this pink wire is your ignition wire. So the way I recommend doing it is to just find an ignition wire at the ECU, because this doesn't really pull any power. So I'm going to use a purple power. So the purples on this outside edge, these two are power. All right, so I'll look at my diagram, I'll spit out a number, but it's 67. So we'll splice this into 67 with a connector. So we'll probably do it about here. We'll splice that in. That gives you a turn on signal. It's not really pulling any power, so that's why I'm not worried about going here. And then your other wires right here, these on this side, spot one and the black one below it, that's your power and ground input. Then these two go to your fuel pump. So what happens if you order the whole setup from us, well, it'll come with a connector, and this will all plug in. And it'll come with the fuel sender wires that you can actually run to your ECU. And then your ECU knows your fuel level, and with Dakota digital gauges, they can read fuel level off the network. But that's pretty much it. Of course, the module plugs in here. You got your low side, and you got this side that plugs into here. That's powering your fuel pump, and it's now your pump will be a variable pressure pump. This is not variable voltage, it's just controlling how long it's sending voltage to the pump to control pressure. So let's say this will all send out, let's say 13 volts, but it's only pushing that voltage out for a certain period of time. Then that's how it's controlling voltage. And I think that's pretty much all I need to go over on this. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. But that's all there is to doing this. Thanks for watching.